Hi, my name is Elias Gonzalez Naime. My ID number is A011962274. And well, first I'm going to start with the picture. What we can see in this picture is a stone castle. I don't know if it's well appreciated by the camera, but it's a stone castle at the top of a rocky mountain on a rocky island. This castle depicts or stands for the Castle of Eve. That it was a French prison used during the pre and post Napoleonic times, where the souls of the prisoner met their end. And the reason why I chose this picture was because this castle, the Castle of Eve, appears in the book of El Conde de Montecristo, and that book is of what I'm going to talk about. The reason why I love this book, there's no special meaning nor an emotional past memory. It was the first serious novel that I read that it wasn't imposed by the school. And what I like about this novel is, well, first the time, the period of time when that depicts is this period that goes after the autocratic rule of monarchs, but before the bureaucracy starts taking effect. Also because of the passion that the characters convey in their actions. Even though it's a book that contains a highly elitistic theme, the characters are driven more by their emotions, more by their feelings, their desires, than by what society dictates them. And that's more like more of a Hellenistic tradition than a book of this time. And that's one of the reasons why I like this book, because even though it was written on a specific period of time, it conveys feelings that were a topic to that epoch. Then another reason why I like this book is because of the main character, Edmond Dantes. Edmond Dantes has a growth that is contrary to most growths of main protagonists. Main protagonists often start from bad beginnings to good endings, but here Edmond Dantes start being the happiest man that he could ever be, and because of the treason of the people that surrounded him, he fell to despair and even ended up prisoner in the Castle of Eve. That's why the subtitle here, 20-year-old Vendetta, because that was the time that Edmond Dantes spent prisoner of himself or his vengeance. This desire of vengeance was so great that he even forgot himself as a human. The vengeance was what drove him to be who he was, and when he lost that, he had a crisis because he didn't know what he was now. He was no longer a human, but also no longer a vendetta machine.
So do you feel identified with Edmond Dantes?
I won't say identify particularly. I will say that more like I kind of idealize the idea that Edmond Dantes conveyed. Edmond Dantes is a man that is driven by his feelings, by his desires, by his passion. Not even the people who are close to him or the people that were with him know him completely. He has a very clear way of life, a very clear mission, but at the same time he's a kind of enigmatic, passionate character that many books do not have. That's one of the reasons why I like this book.
So you really like this book, right?
Yes.
So you like the way that it's written, or what would you change about it?
Well, the book is written in. We can separate the book in three parts. First, the time when Edmond was young, until he was spent prisoner. Then the time he spent gaining the trust of his former friends, and the time he concluded his vengeance. You could say that it's really well written.
Okay, thank you very much.